Hi everyone, it's Saturday night and it's 93 degrees, beautiful day in Oro Valley, Arizona. And I'm here cooking again through Corona. Hope you all are having a good day. John and I have been talking a while about how I should try to make a vegetable lasagna sometime. So in the last week or so I've been researching a few different recipes online, and as usual, there were some things I liked about some I didn't like. Some of them there was no lasagna noodles in. Some of them I wasn't crazy about the vegetable choices. So I thought, you know what? I can figure this out and I'm gonna do my own. That way I also don't have to read from anything. I can just tell you guys how to make it, what you need for ingredients, and go from there, okay? So first of all, the first thing I did was I brought a kettle full of water to a boil, and once it started to boil, I put in 14 pieces of lasagna noodles. Now these aren't really al dente, they have a little give to them. And I laid them on a cookie sheet over with aluminum foil to kind of keep them from sticking. Although, unlike most pasta dishes that I make, I don't put oil in the water. I just put oil in lasagna to keep it from sticking while it's cooking. So these went for about 7 minutes, and they're waiting for me to use them for the way I'm going to put this together. Then I took 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I brought this pan to medium-high. And I added 3 cloves of minced garlic and 1 chopped onion. Then I took 2 zucchini and 2 summer squash, and I sliced them right down the middle and then turned them and sliced them down the middle again and chopped them into bite-sized pieces, both of them. So 2 of each. And then sauteed them, with the butter and the garlic. And then I added 4 ounces of mushrooms, and that's half of an 8-ounce container of sliced mushrooms. And that's what you have in here going so far, okay? So next, I'm gonna add this can of crushed tomatoes to the veggie mixture. Okay, so we'll stir that all in. And we just want this to kind of warm through, so I'm going to put it down to simmer while I get some other stuff going here. But that's really, that's basically the base of your whole thing, the sauce-wise, that is. And then just mix that all together. And then you want to add salt and pepper. And then I'm going to add, and you can do this to taste, but I'm going to add about a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, just to give it a little something, a little spice, okay? And then I'm going to mix that all together. And if you like it spicier, you can add, a little bit more. But that was about a teaspoon, okay? So we're gonna let that get warm for a second. It'll take about a second. I've got my oven on 350 degrees, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're going to take a 15-ounce container of regatta and 1 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese and 2 eggs, and mix that all together, okay? And I have another cup on the side that I'm going to add with the mozzarella and everything else. The other thing I have is 3/4 of a jar, a 16-ounce jar of roasted red peppers. You can roast your own, but these are fantastic. And then the other thing I have is a handful of fresh basil, which I rolled into a chiffonade, and just chopped, so you've got these little, you know, feathery like slices like that, okay? And that's what you do with that. So now the next thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna spray this with cooking oil, the pan. Okay. Then I'm gonna come over here and grab my sauce. Again, a very heavy pan. Because it's a little easier to get this in there this way than to try to do it any other way. And then you just add your roasted peppers. Which I chopped, by the way. I love roasted peppers. We have them in salads all the time. So good. Okay, and then you're gonna just throw in your fresh basil. Just like so. Okay. I'm all done with that. Okay. And then, I'll wipe up my mess a little bit here. Then you're just gonna mix this all together. Now you could use, I bought spinach too. I was gonna put spinach in it, and then I thought, yeah, I think that'll be enough with the roasted peppers, the squash, the zucchini, and you know, the onions and everything. I think that's gonna be good in between, between the regatta and the other cheese. So you're also gonna want an 8-ounce package of mozzarella, unless you want to shred your own, which you can definitely do. Okay, so that's all in there. So the first thing you're gonna do, I always do this whenever I make lasagna. I always put any kind of lasagna. I always put the sauce on the bottom so that the noodles don't stick. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so next we're going to build this entire dish. Okay, so over here you need to put your, let's see, how do I want to do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it this way, just like that, because I figured that I would need 12, but I cooked 14 in case there's any gaps. I can fill them in, which I have no problem doing. So here we are with this first layer of lasagna. Okay, and what I like to do is, rather than layer the whole thing over everything, because I'm going to have a second layer, I like to cut mine when it falls short of the end of the pan with the kitchen shears, and just lay it in there like so. Okay. And then, just for the heck of it, I'll add a couple more in there, okay? So first, we're going to put a good amount of our vegetables right over that lasagna. You want to put about, I'd say about half of it, because we're going to layer it twice. So you got to have enough for the topping. Okay, so here's this one. Oh, it smells really good. Can't wait. Okay. Next, we're going to take the regatta mixture, and we're going to use about half of it and spread it right over the top. Just a nice even layer, not too thick, not too thin, you know. This is going to give it a lot of richness, which I think will be good with vegetables. We'll see. With when you have ground beef and sausage, and make, you know, when I make my other lasagna, I almost always make a bechamel sauce because with everything else going on, it's just way too heavy with the ricotta mixture. But I think this is going to be nice, and we'll see. Okay, I think that's probably good because we want to save some for the next layer. And this really comes together really quickly. I mean, once you cut everything up, you know, you're pretty much done with that. So then you're going to take your mozzarella, half of the bag, and sprinkle that all over the ricotta mixture. Saving some for the topping. Okay. And I thought, just for fun, because I am a cheese lover, that I would add half a cup on each layer of the freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. I think that's going to be pretty yummy. Okay. Next, we go back to the lasagna, and we have just about enough, I think, to do this next layer. 2, 3. Yep, it's perfect. Came out perfect. Okay, so then we're going to add our little pieces to finish the bottom. Kitchen shears are great. You use them for so many things, cutting meat, whatever. Okay, so that's the next layer of lasagna. And then we're going back to our sauce. So I'll be honest with you guys, I'm really kind of just winging it on this, so I'm hoping to bring it comes out good, but I'll definitely post a picture when it comes out of the oven and give you a full report on Facebook as how much we like it, or maybe we won't, but it smells fabulous, so I'm thinking we will. Okay, so then I'm just going to dollop what little bit we have left over here. Tomorrow I'm going to make a yummy dessert at some point because I'm not going to be cooking again until Tuesday, which is our wedding anniversary. It's actually 11 years on the 12th ago that we met, and we were married 3 years later on the 12th of May. So this is our 8th wedding anniversary. And we decided that we were going to have a nice romantic dinner at home, and I'm going to make lobster Newburg with puff pastry. So I think it's going to be a pretty nice dinner. We're just going to have that with some shrimp cocktail, and I made some homemade cocktail sauce. So I think it's going to be a nice evening. And then after you mix that all in, take the rest of your mozzarella. I could have used that lasagna, and I just totally left it on the pan. That's okay, we'll be fine. That's the other half of that. And the rest of the freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano. So it's about a half a cup in the middle, about a half a cup on the top. And that is it. So now, I'm gonna put it in a 350-degree oven. Here it is. And it's gonna go for 15 minutes with the foil on top. And then after 15 minutes, I'm gonna take the foil off and leave it in for another 10. And you can also, if you want, you could take it and put it under the broiler to get the top a little crispy and bubbly if you want. I'll have to see how it looks. But I will definitely send you pictures on Facebook of how it comes out, how it looks when it comes out, as well as how it tastes, okay? So thanks for checking in with me, guys, and I will see you sometime tomorrow, okay? Have a great evening. Bye-bye.